we're back. Nothing fancy this time. It's been a pretty long day for me, but I'm gonna try to get this in. Nothing too crazy, not like last week's. Let's take a look at some stuff. Start out with this guy. Week 4 is done in the books, as they say, and this guy, Snake Man, Kevin the Snake, is running wild again. No surprise there. This list could take up most of this video. I'm not doing this for every single player that got hurt, but going off of some of this, just starting with, I'm just gonna pick the West. Let's see. Dusk Till Dawn's team, Geno Smith. He was banged up in the Monday night game last night. James's team, T. Higgins, suffered a rib. I'm not going through the entire injury report. Justin Herbert from Pablo's team, he hurt his finger. Just thinking of the big names here. So yeah, more problems everywhere for the Snake. Your guys are going to get banged up or they're going to be out. So what we have to deal with. Brought to you by generic water. Generic water in a bottle. Whatever. I'm pretty much phoning this one in. It's been a long day, but that's how it goes. I don't want to miss doing one of these because once that happens, it'll be hard for me to catch it up. But I do want to highlight that Commissioner Romocop is still undefeated. That's fun. I'm glad I didn't lose because it'll look like I just half-assed this video because I lost. But that wasn't the case. I will say that that matchup for me started pretty good. Really good. Felt great. And then Brittany flies back in from her vacation out of the country there. Lands and starts scoring points or whatever, making it very competitive for most of Sunday afternoon there for a little bit. That was fun. So, you know, that's how it is. Never assume anything, and I didn't. Not super shocked to see a move made like that, a push. And you know how those games can swing crazy like that. But it was fun. I mean, ultimately in the end, but, you know, not shocked. I never expect to win going away, and you never know what can happen. It only takes 1 or 2, 3 plays to change anything. But looking at it from a total league perspective, we have a 4-0. We have a little bit of balance here. We have a 4-0 and we have an 0-4 somehow. Not really sure how. Andrea is 0-4. I don't know what kind of luck that is. I thought maybe it's because I thought she would have a really good team. Maybe I jinxed her accidentally. It's just not happening right now currently. You never know what can happen, you know, in the following weeks, but it's pretty much a bummer. We still have an 0-4. That will change. I mean, come on. I shouldn't have said that because I don't want to jinx anything, but you would think that would change. Where was I going? Okay, so we got a 4-0, we got an 0-4, and then we have a 3-1 in Dusk Till Dawn, and then a 1-3 in Team Greenwood. And then we have everybody else, as there's overhead helicopter looking for me. Hopefully he lands over here or something. Who knows? What was I saying? Okay, we got a bunch of 2-2s in between that, which is the rest of the entire league. So based on my experience, obviously the 4-0 and the 3-1 are sitting out in front in a nice position. All of those 2-2s are obviously right there. Who the hell knows what's going to happen with all that? And I would say that the 1-3 and the 0-4 aren't really out of it either. They need to find some wins. They need to stack some wins soon, clearly. But a good push right there will put anybody that's a little further back up, closer to the top. As we know, we've done this for years. You know, you never know how it'll shake out. You get hot momentum, etc. We just got to play the game every week. Points wise, still at the top, Commissioner Romocop with 649.34, and the only other team in the 600s is Dusk Till Dawn with 603.24, and no coincidence there that those two are 4-0 and 3-1 respectively. That's how it goes. You know, you score points, you win games. That's generally how it goes in the NFL as well. But where the hell was I going with that? Getting old. It's fun. Oh yeah, duh, clearly. The highest two scores of last week was Dusk Till Dawn 185 and Commissioner Romocop 175. And clearly those two are at the top of the points, so that's not a shock there either, that they would have the two highest scores. We'll see how that shakes out continuing in future weeks. Plenty of room for everybody to try to make a push towards the top. And you never know. I mean, I've been there. I'm going to try to keep continuing this fun time for myself, but I know at any point, who knows what will happen, probably including this week when I face off against the Rust City Phantoms, formerly Oklahoma City Phantoms, formerly Gizmo's something, where the hell it was, Gizmo's Wet Dream, whatever it was. That's funny. But so yeah, that'll be our game of the week, unfortunately, for me to be another game of the week. That's what happens when you win. I used the highest combined win totals for this week to determine that, and it was Rust City versus Commissioner Romocop. I will try to spread that around, but that's what I'm going with this week. A lot of times it's random. We have 7 out of 10 teams already appear in the game of the week, which is I don't have any stats on that, probably a record at this point. We have 3 other teams that need to make an appearance on there, and I will work on that, randomly throwing that in there at some point. We'll see. Nobody wants to be in it, but you're gonna be, so whatever. That's what today is, whatever. At least it's halfway nice outside before it rains and gets cold. Not to make this some weirdo weather report, but I'm seeing that it will be somewhat in the 30s, 40s for this weekend, early in the morning, so that is fun. Way too quick. Why don't we get a fall? But we don't. We'll see. Anyways, no wild hog this week. Good, so I didn't have to dig him out, which I don't have to dig him out. Didn't have to bring him out here outside. It looked like at a point there was going to be some close down to the end matchups, but then it kind of shook out. So he gets a break this week, luckily. So yeah, that's about it. Season's progressing along. We're starting week 5 somehow. Week 5 is up. It'll be fun, maybe for some, not for others, for 5 of us and not for 5 of us, but that's how it goes. Basically, long story short, Commissioner Romocop and Dusk Till Dawn are out in front, and the rest of y'all need to start coming after us, or try to, or whatever. That's basically the summary. But I hope everybody's doing all right. I'm tired, but doing all right. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.